Hi guys, it's Jazzy Ray here, and I'm back with another video. And tonight, it is 2:46 a.m. I should be asleep. I only got 4 hours of sleep, but today or tonight we're going to talk about accountability. Now, I did a video talking about accountability, but I'm gonna make another one because it just seems like the major theme this year. Um, and I want to touch on it some more. So before I even talk about accountability and how we need to take accountability for our own actions in any situation, good or bad, um, I just want to talk about my discovery with accountability. Something I had to force myself to take last year. I had to be accountable for choices I made in my life and in situations. And that's a tough thing to do. It's a very brave thing to do, to look in the mirror and take accountability, because a lot of us, it's so easy for us to point the finger and tell a person what they need to work on, but we are so scared to look at that reflection of ourselves. That's deep, you know, but it's true. It's something that we have to do in order to move forward with our journey and our healing. Um, I was a terrible person in the past. At least I feel like I was a terrible person. I didn't do well in school. And it wasn't because I was stupid and didn't know the schoolwork. My mind just wasn't on that, you know. And I treated my mom bad. I treated my grandmother bad. I treated my whole family bad. You know, I treat myself bad. And the thing about it is, when you're hurting and you don't do the necessary healing steps, you're going to lash out on everyone. Okay. In 2018, I was really angry because I was going to college and I was pursuing a major that I did not want to pursue. My choice, though, because I didn't have to pursue that major in the first place, which was nursing. I did it because I come from a family of nurses, and I felt like the family, like my grandmother wanted me to be a nurse and keep up the tradition, you know. But I didn't have to do that. I could have did what I wanted to do in the first place, and I could have graduated sooner. Okay. So I was very angry. I was taking classes I did not want to take. Um I was really just knowing myself, and I guess I was kind of on this angry, rebellious type of phase. I'm still a rebel, don't get twisted, but I'm an open-minded rebel. Okay. Back then it was like, if you thought differently from me, I just thought that something was wrong with you, you know. But of course, you learn that everybody's different. If everyone thought the same, do you know how boring the world would be? Like, that's what makes the world go around, and everybody is not meant to have the same path and the same journey. And that's what I have to learn. Another thing that I have to take accountability for is putting myself in situations, especially when I know I'm going to get hurt. Um, I had a friendship that ended because um, she was a narcissist, pretty much. It was a weird type of friendship. It was very codependent. She codepended on me a lot. I wanted to help her, and she was the help. And I had to be accountable for the fact that I did not have to take her in. I did not have to help her. How I met her, Jay, the last guy I did a video on, he was trying to talk to her. I warned her about him, and yet she still wanted to talk to him. It was weird. But it wasn't until I started helping her with schoolwork and stuff, that's where the whole codependent toxic friendship began. And it was horrible. Like, that she would get mad at me if I couldn't do anything for her because I had real life. She didn't like me for me to go on dates with anybody. She didn't like for me to hang out with anyone. She was jealous of my other friendships that I had way before she came into the picture. She was a very jealous person, and she caused drama everywhere she went. Like, she lived for drama. Not only was she a narcissist, but she's a sociopath. She lives for drama, and she doesn't care who she drags with her. You know, she doesn't care. And I take accountability for the fact that I didn't end the friendship sooner. She ended up ending the friendship. I took myself mentally out the friendship, but she's the one who ended it. Well, I wouldn't even say she ended it, because she gave me this long silent treatment. That's a long story. It was something stupid that I was trying to figure out. She got mad at me when it just came out that she was a liar, and she just started drama, and I just I wasn't going to have her drain my energy anymore. It just got very, very tough, and it took this petty situation. To give you an idea of how petty this situation was, it started over Applebee's. I had nothing to do with it. It was her and another friend I had. It was just, that's how petty it was. Okay. It took that situation for me to see, okay, I need to get out this friendship, because she's really just causing havoc everywhere she went. So she ended up giving me the silent treatment for months. I wouldn't even say she ended the friendship. And I just thought about that just now. She gave me the silent treatment. And the thing is that is the narcissist's favorite punishment to use, is a silent treatment. They use it as a form of validation, as punishment. They don't have to take accountability. There's no communication, and they just hop right back in your life, and they may love bomb you or friend bomb you, if that's a real thing. I don't know, but they'll use your weaknesses to get you back. Okay. And and then you're left confused, because you're just gonna hop back in my life like that, okay, unless you know better, So I ended, like, once she told me that I'm gonna need some time, I was all the way done. So I wasn't expecting to hear from her. I blocked her and everything, and then she ended up getting in contact with me through another friend in January of this year, and she really thought that I was just supposed to come back. And this is where I realized that I needed that time away from her, because I had to be accountable for the fact that I was in this situation too. Whether I was in the right or wrong, I was in the wrong for not ending it. It's kind of like the universe and the ancestors kind of stepped in and was like, "Look, we gotta tear you two apart, because both of y'all are toxic, so to each other." So, and that's pretty much what I told her. Like, I was toxic to you. I should have told you, that I didn't want to be involved as a friend anymore, and we have to go our separate ways. And I would take accountability that I wasn't honest about that from the get go. But if I have to take accountability, you have to too, because you was just as much in the situation as I was, and you took advantage of the fact that I was helping you. You see that? And instead of her doing that, she went ahead and brought up Applebee's and brought up a whole bunch of stuff that had nothing to do with nothing, which narcissists also do that to, play victim and to divert the attention and everything else, and make sure the argument goes their way. And at that point, I realized that I can't force her to take accountability. I can't force her to heal. I can't force for her to love herself. That's something that she has to do for herself, and I can't do it for her. And I realized too that I have to really watch who I give my energy to and who I try to help, because you can help a person all they want, but you don't want to help a person so much and you see no progress that it doesn't really change or help them. It hurts and changes you. And I've been doing that all my life, so that's why now I'm very picky of who I befriend. I don't even have friends. I got sisters, but I don't have any friends, because friends are so temporary. I have to be accountable with the fact that I let my past and the way I grew up and coming from a narcissistic family affect me after all these years, because it's not that I'm mad at the person for being, stuck in their ways when it comes to how they treat me. It's the fact that I keep letting it get to me, and I have to not let it get to me and get to that point. I am an empath, and I am a high functioning empath. So remember the episode of Family Guy, and you had like Meg, she stood up to everybody in the family, and then she realized, well, maybe I'm the one that has to take all the hits, because I'm the one who soaks in all the dysfunction. And that's literally me. I ain't like Meg, but I soak in a lot of negative energy, or just any type of energy around me. I soak it in easily, and that's something that I have to control. And I have to, really just be careful who I give my energy to and who I choose to help out. Okay. Um, Dealing with three narcs at the same time, and it's crazy because my life path number is 3. So that's a little strange. But a lot of lessons with that. I have to be accountable that when it comes to guys, back then I wasn't really focused on the qualities that they had. I was just focusing on, oh, they cute. Not even that they cute, because I got a type. I do have a type. But I was too generous. Like, meaning I just talked to anyone who would talk to me because I wasn't used to guys talking to me. So it didn't really matter what they looked like or what they had to offer or their personality, because it just didn't matter. And I had to be accountable for that because I was in that situation along with the guys. So we all need to take accountability in our lives. And we can't really force people to take accountability. We're only responsible for ourselves, and it's so hard because we want to try to help. We want to be Superman and Wonder Woman to everyone, and sometimes you can't be that. Sometimes you gotta be the Joker in a situation. Sometimes you gotta stand your ground, and sometimes you have to set those boundaries. Boundaries is self-love, because you're gonna be the one hurting in the end a lot, and we can't help everybody. We can't change everyone. It's something that they have to do. We can't even force people to be accountable. As badly as everyone needs to, the world would be a much better place if everybody was just accountable. If everybody just took accountability and stopped being so toxic. And we all have been toxic at one point. I know I have. I have played the abuser and the abused, mentally abused. But abuse ranges from all types of abuse. But I played both parts in relationships, believe it or not. Okay. And I have to be accountable for that. And maybe one day, I'll see the people who I've hurt and I will apologize and really just take responsibility. But as long as if you never get that chance, as long as wow, you know what, I need to heal, then that's a step. Think of it like an alcoholic or a drug addict. The first step is admitting that you have a problem. And then that's the contemplation. After that, then you got the contemplation stage. Do I want to get help? Do I want to heal? Or do I want to continue to be how I am? Or maybe you do want to heal, but you're just not sure where to start. That's where therapy comes in. Maybe you got, spirituality, reading books, yoga, meditating, astrology helps, believe it or not. So, because birth charts just give you, like a basis of how you should be, pretty much. Like, it just kind of just gives you just where areas where you need to work and improve. It's another way to kind of know yourself. Okay, that's why you gotta know that birth chart. You can't go off sun sign. I feel like, what, if people who say they're into astrology and they only go off that sun sign, you're not into astrology. You're not an astrologist. You're not a real one. You need to really do that birth chart to kind of just figure out what areas you need to improve and work on. So those are steps that you can take, reading books, taking some time out for yourself, especially during the shadow times. It's a time of confusion, and where do we go from here? That way when the lighter times get here, you'll be in a better headspace, better mind space, better all that. Take a trip, or there's stuff that you can do that doesn't cost any money, and you have to heal, man. It's just hard for narcissists because they just believe that everybody else has a problem and they're narcissists, but really it's like they're in denial. Me, I know I have traits that are narky, and I know I have to work on them. And here's the thing too, if you have to question whether or not you're a narcissist, you're not one. You're not a narc, because a narc would never admit to being a narc. They will call other people narcissists before they admit to it. You just have some toxic traits that you have to heal. So keep that in mind too, because I've had moments where I question that, am I a narcissist? But I don't know. I don't know. But you know, definitely just working your empathy level. Sometimes owning a pet can kind of teach you how to have empathy. Like when my family got a dog, I've never had so much empathy for animals before. Like I really want to go vegan because I just feel like, why are we eating animals? You know, why are we? I mean, I do love my Philly cheesesteaks. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, why? You know, I have so much empathy. It used to be when dogs died or any animal died, I didn't care. Now it's just like it's heartbreaking. You know, so yeah, pets can help. Art therapy, music therapy, aromatherapy, you know, all type of stuff you can use to help with that. And I think me going to school for counseling was like therapy for me because I needed to go to therapy for years. And I'm not opposed. You know, you shouldn't be opposed to therapy. I feel like in the Black community, mental health is not often talked about, and just how society is with Black people in general, especially with Black men, how they are not in tune with their emotions, because a lot of Black men are not in tune with their emotions. That's why they act the way they do. If they just kind of just tap into their femininity and really just work on them being creative and just learn to understand their emotions and communicate, then I feel like that would kind of help a little bit, you know. And I feel like with women, we are also taught, you know, we were self-taught to kind of, let's keep it real, okay? There are, you know, single parent households is very prominent in the Black community. So we were taught early on to be masculine, you know, because we had to hold it down, you know, because no one else would do it. So, but it's easier for us to tap into our femininity because we're women. We're naturally feminine. So, I feel like we all got work to do, okay? So, I just want to say that. But that's pretty much it. I hope no dusties come for me because everybody got work to do. Even you, Dust Bunny, go get you a duster. You need to answer some questions within yourself, because it's easy for you to go out and put down a Black woman and put down another Black man, shoot and kill a Black man, harm a Black woman, hurt a child. But when it comes to that man in the mirror or that woman in the mirror, you ain't got nothing to say. You're scared. You're petrified. Okay, you need to get that together. But hey, that's on you if you do that. Who am I to tell you what to do? But yeah, so that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye.